Basic Instinct is here on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, released by Lionsgate. It can be found as a steelbook, only available at the Lionsgate Limited website. I remember when the film came out, it got quite the buzz, and that was back before there was even social media. This film arguably made Sharon Stone a star, and the movie itself has an undeniable pop culture footprint. Revisiting it after many years, it's a cool thriller, and I would say if they try to make it today, it wouldn't turn out nearly as what it is in the actual film. It's not a perfect movie, but it's always fun to watch. Basic Instinct on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray has an aspect ratio of 239:1 with native 4K resolution, and it supports both HDR10 and Dolby Vision. For purposes of this review, I will be discussing the Dolby Vision transfer. The film on 4K underwent a remaster, which presumably is the same studio canal transfer that they did for their release in the UK a few years back. The source is in generally good condition. Most blemishes were removed. The integration of the unrated footage is fairly seamless and didn't show obvious quality differences between those scenes and the rest of the film. Grain structure is clearly visible, very finely layered, though I thought I detected some very light management here and there. Not a blanket application, more surgical, and most viewers would be hard-pressed to notice. The disc from Lionsgate also benefits from a stronger encode than the original Studio Canal version. Bit rates are healthier and often average in the low 80s. Image clarity shows appreciable gains across the board. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's razor sharp, but certainly less murky than the previous Blu-ray picture. Textures have pronounced depth and allow for more visible detail, wink wink. The application of Dolby Vision gives the palette some much needed fullness. Day scenes are quite nice visually. There is some subtle pop to the overall look of the film, and I think it shows off good results for much of the duration. The transfer leans a bit warm, and skin tones reflect that. Whites are stable and don't succumb to blooming. Black levels in their turn are nicely rendered with no issues to report. Night scenes look nice and deep. Darker interiors also convey the proper atmosphere. Shadow detail is solid with no crush witnessed. Basic Instinct on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray supports a DTS 5.1 audio mix as well as a 2.0 stereo track. The 5.1 appears to be more or less a direct port from the previous version, and there is an additional 2.0 track for the purists among you. I didn't find the 5.1 to be particularly lively or robust in its overall delivery. It feels a little more contained than it should. The early 90s sound design clearly reflects a more internalized audio experience, with not much in the way of surround audio cues. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a waste. There is some activity, but it's not prominent or particularly memorable. It mostly serves as extension for the film's score. Dialogue, however, is clear and precise and nicely prioritized through the center. The low end is not too aggressive and does come across flat sometimes, but there are a few scenes in the film that it does spark to life. I found that I did enjoy the 2.0 track, so really it's going to come down to what your personal preference is. There is a whole slew of extras for the film included on both the 4K and the accompanying Blu-ray disc. There's nothing really quote-unquote new as far as bonus features go, a wide mixture of content from previous releases and the Studio Canal release from a few years back. There are numerous audio commentaries included, behind-the-scenes interviews, and other features expanding upon the film and its impact on pop culture. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Basic Instinct on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray an A. I have absolutely no complaints with the Lionsgate 4K release, as I think the transfer is a very nice improvement over my old Blu-ray disc. If you have the Studio Canal version from years ago, you may want to rethink considering an upgrade, but for new buyers, this is a no-brainer. For the audio, I scored it a B. The film's DTS 5.1 isn't particularly exciting or aggressive, so who knows if an Atmos upgrade would have benefited the film, but I like to think yes. The existing 5.1 won't convince anybody to rebuy the film on physical media, so the picture will have to be more important in that consideration. And for the extras, I graded them an A. This is almost a case of everything, including the kitchen sink, as far as bonus features go. Would I have liked to have seen something new included for this particular release? Yeah, sure, but what is here is more than insightful, and there's a lot to dive into. So that is my review of Basic Instinct on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray from Lionsgate. I'd like to thank Lionsgate for sending me a copy to review for the channel, and if you're interested in picking up a copy for yourself, I will leave a direct link in the comments section. But now I want to hear from you. Do you have the disc already? What are your thoughts? Sound off down below. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.